What's good, Yon Dons? Welcome to episode 15 of the Yon Show! Today, we have a good one. I'm going to talk about... before I even start, hope that you're having a great day today. My day is going pretty good. I just got off like an hour ago. I had to go to the gym in about 30 minutes, so I thought I might as well record because today's the day. Like I said, I'm going to try to be shooting out videos every other day. So please pray for me because I'm working hard and I just want to be as steadfast as possible, as consistent as possible, so that way we can both continue to be the best version of ourselves every single day. So today, what we're going to talk about is chasing your dreams. All right. When it comes to pursuing your dreams and chasing your dreams, I know that for me personally, the hardest thing is believing in myself. This is something that I see as a dream for me, a dream come true actually, because for me growing up, like I said in previous videos, my greatest aspect or my greatest attribute that I have to offer is my sense of communication and my sense of kind of understanding with other people. And so when it comes to communication, that's something that I always wanted to obtain. That's something that I've always wanted to kind of capitalize on, but I never really knew what occupations or career paths could I take for that. And so growing up, I knew that that was something that I had as like a gift, but I never really knew how to use it or how to apply it in real world situations. And so I remember when I was like getting out of high school, I was thinking about what I could do, and at the time I didn't drink, still never smoked, but the one thing that I do is drink every so often. I like to wind down a lot, so I drink a lot of wine every so often. And so basically the one thing that I had kind of came to terms with was becoming a substance abuse counselor. And so that was something that I was going to school for, and I went to school for it for a semester. And in between that semester, I was challenged by God in a lot of different aspects. I had just got out of a relationship, a really deep one. What else was happening? I was in school. I started going to the gym. Like there was a bunch of things that were happening at the time. And so I was being prompted in a lot of different ways, and I was going to church at my uncle's church. And so I was transitioning more towards a faith aspect of things. And so I started doing preachings because I asked my uncle, aka my pastor at the time, I was like, can I, have times where I speak in front of the church, yada yada yada. And I remember the first phone call that I had, I said, Uncle, like I would love to speak in front of the church. And so he was like, go for it. He was like, when do you want to do it? And we had came to the agreement of that Wednesday. I think it was like on a Monday or a Sunday we had talked about it. So I had like 3 days to prepare. And during my like times of like heartbreak, I go towards motivation, because motivation honestly is BS unless you use it right. And so for me, I've always used motivation as fuel to the fire. So the fire was already lit inside of me. All motivation does is keep it going. And so at the time, I was listening to a lot of C.T. Fletcher, Les Brown, a lot of Ronnie Coleman, his workouts, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a lot of different people, The Rock. And so I was listening to these people every single day. Like I'm talking from clock in to clock out, when I've worked out, when I'm driving, podcasts left and right, everything, the whole nine. And so anyways, I started preaching in front of his church, and it was more of a motivational speaking engagement rather than like preaching. It was in a church environment. And so it translated over to God, yada yada. And after that point, I started doing more engagements. I've done a total of like 8 different speaking engagements and preachings in front of churches, like 4 or 5 different churches. And when I was doing the school of ministry, I had opportunities to speak in front of the youth group and stuff. And I was one of the youth leaders. So like for small groups, I was one of the leaders for that. I was able to speak in front of the youth and multiple different occasions. I actually just got a call today from my uncle. He wants me to be a youth pastor there. My old church, they want me to be the youth pastor there. And so like I have a lot of multiple aspects of I'm going to be in front of people speaking. And so like even currently, I'm able to see that as something of, it is a gift that other people see in me. And I'm at the point now where I'm finally obtaining confidence in myself to where I can pursue this not only as a career, but as a dream. I can speak in front of people. I don't know what that entails. That could be this right here. This right here is my perspective on pursuing my dream, because this is limitless. This is me directing what I want to do. This is me speaking in front of people that I choose to speak in front of. This is the way that I want to speak. This is me naturally. Like, this is no filter. This is vulnerable. This is me. So anyways, I was able to find out that speaking was something that I was good at. And so with that, I was trying to figure out the career path that I wanted with that. And so people kind of see that. And so where some people in past times, people have seen me and they think that, oh, because he's good with speaking, he can be a sales rep. So 3 different sales jobs I've had in the past, 2 offers as far as being a youth pastor, engagements as far as for speaking and stuff like that. What else? Being a youth leader, obviously speaking in front of the youth, and leading protests. Hundreds of thousands of people, literally 2,000 people were behind me while I'm sitting here speaking. And then when we got on stage or in front of this statue, we were able to speak in front of these people. And it's like there's so many different aspects where I've been able to speak and I've been able to use the gift that God has given me. And so I say all that to say that the dream that I have is to be able to use the gift that God has given me. And I don't use it pridefully. I want to use it as what it is a gift. I want to use it as a present to somebody else. I want to be able to use this as a light in somebody else's darkness. And I want to be able to use this as not only for my own personal benefit, but also to be able to show others that if you have a dream, pursue it. Whether you have an income, whether you are using it as a hobby, whether you want to use it as an income, whether you just want to have it as a hobby. Like, if your talent is singing, let the world know that you can sing. You could be the next Alicia Keys for all you know. If the world needs to know that you can dance, be the next Michael Jackson and dance. If you can't sing, be mute. That's all right. We got, what are those called? Mimes, where you can just like do that, you know? You can just do that for all I care. Like, you have a gift and you have something to where it is tapped inside of you and you just have to bring it out. And that is the beauty behind gifts. That is the beauty behind dreams, is we see it and we are able to envision it. And then once you envision it, you have to turn that dream into reality. You have to make that into a goal. You have to make that into something that is more than just I want, but I need. And when you make that dream into a need, it turns into a must. And so you have no choice but to make that thing come to fruition. And you have the ability. If you have 2 feet, God is giving you the opportunity to take it every step, 1 step at a time. So that is the beauty behind once you are able to see the dream. Once you're able to see the dream, make the dream into a reality. But first you have to be able to find out what is it that you're good at? What is it that you want? What is it that you are so focused on and so driven? You love it so much that you have no choice but to make it happen. And that is the beauty behind this. So when I've been able, like I was saying before, I love to speak. I will say that is like my one gift, is to be able to speak to other people. And this is the best way that I'm able to communicate that, without the filter of having to be in the ministry, without the filter of it being a Black Lives Matter only movement. This is every facet of my life poured out into how I want it to be shown. I'm able to broadcast it the way that I want to be known for. So the thing that I want to be known for is speaking. Yeah, I want to be known for my faith. I want to be known for the fact that I love everyone around me. I want to be known for the fact that I kick ass when it comes to the gym. I want to be able to be known for that kind of stuff. I want to be able to be known for the person that will leave a smile on your face, that is motivating, that is funny, that is exciting, that is hype. Like, I want people to be able to look at me and just know that, like, that is me. So I want people to see that, like, this dream that I have inside of me, I'm now seeing it. I'm able to see it come to light, and I can't live without it. I can't live a single day without inspiring somebody. I can't live a single day without talking to somebody. I can't live without this dream coming to fruition. I can't sit down knowing that I have a dream inside of me. I can't not do something about this. Now that I'm able to see this dream, I have to see it to and through. I have to see it until the day that I die. That is the way that I feel about this dream that I have, to be able to touch the world with the voice that I've been able to be given. So when you have that dream that is lit inside of you, like, you literally can't do anything but think about this dream. You have no choice but to make this dream into fruition. Like I don't think you understand. That's why I work my butt off, like, relentlessly. That's why I don't complain about what I have to do in the day, because I have the opportunity to see this dream until the end of time. I have the opportunity to give the people something to where you look at me, to where you see a tombstone, where you see a picture of me, and you know what I want to be remembered for, to where you know who I was just based off the actions that I took. That is the whole like beauty behind the dream that you have. When you have a dream, you are not filtered, you are not limited, you are not scared, you are not worried, you are formidable. You are courageous. You are able to go through things that nobody else is able to go through, because it is your dream. It is your God-given dream. And so the beauty behind having a God-given dream is God is going to be behind you when you seek that dream and make it into reality. So, like, make it happen.
Sir, this nigga spitting. Damn, nigga.
Know that you have a lot of life lessons that will come throughout it. And so for something for me, right? I'm a yes person, or naturally, I'm a yes person. And so even today, it hurt me to tell my uncle, like, I'll think about it, because I'm just so used to saying yes all the time. So when you're able to find your gift, and whenever you're able to find your dream and your passion, there's going to be so many other people that see that gift and see that purpose and see that drive, and they want a piece of it. Like I told you before, people are going to want something that you have. They're going to want what you are. They're going to want what you have, especially if you're passionate about it. Because we live in such a false world. When you're true to yourself and true to what you want and true to who you are, people want that, because they gravitate towards the things that are not seen. So when you chase this dream, and when you decide to fixate your vision and make it into reality, people are going to want that. People are going to want to take that. People are going to want a piece of that. And so for me, right, people see me working out and they think that I'm a good trainer. People see me speaking and they think that I'm a good motivator. People see me in the church and they think I'm a good pastor. Like, those three things alone are three career paths that I could take. Like, those are all three different facets that would lead to a great life. Don't get me wrong. But yet, I still have to look within myself and make sure that that is my anointing, making sure that that is the thing that I want to do. Because if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it to the fullest. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to be able to do it throughout the rest of my life. And so I have to be sure that the things that people want out of me are the things that I want in myself first. And so when you're finding out what you want to do, whether it's, if you have multiple talents, if you can cook, if you can clean, if you can sing and you can dance, those are 4 different things that you can become. You can become a chef, a songwriter, a daggone singer, and a dancer. But it has to be up to what you want before you let other people dictate what you want in life. So figure out what you want in order to see that dream to and through, because other people are going to see the things that you are good at and try to take advantage of those things. So chase the dream that you want. Don't chase the dream that somebody else places in front of you. Chase the dream that you envision before anybody else's. And so once you channel what you want to do with your life, you're able to filter out the good and the bad. You're able to filter out the things that you want versus the things that people want out of you. That's when you're able to filter everything. And then once you do that, you pursue it. And when you pursue your dream, make sure that it is your dream. The first thing that I decided when I was doing this, like, I didn't think about, I'm going to be a great YouTuber, I'm going to be a great content creator, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. My dream that I had was to chase the dream of, I want to change the world. I want to change the world one person at a time. That is something that I've always said. That's why I wanted to be when I was in college, I wanted to be a substance abuse counselor, because I wanted to show people what life was like with happiness versus with something having to get you happy. And so for me, I want to change the world one person at a time. And all that is one person watching this. I don't care if it's 30 people, 40 people, 50, a million. I only care about you. But one person that is watching this, I care about you. And that is one person's life that has changed. And so for me, that's the dream that I have. I don't care about if this becomes something where millions of people are watching me every single time I post. The only thing I care about is that one person's life that's being changed, because that one person is going to trickle down to the next and the next and the next. And before you know it, their generation is fixed. And then when they make a new generation, their new generation is fixated on that new positive mindset. And before you know it, that whole family tree has changed because they have generational wealth, because they have positivity, because they have the right skills, the right finances, the right mindset, the right level of communication and sense of communication, because of the opportunity that God has given me to be a light in their darkness, to be a voice in their ear. And so that is the dream that I have, is to be able to make content that is going to create and change lives. And so I'm not chasing a dollar. I don't care about if I make money out of this. I don't care if I end up making social status out of this. I don't care about any of that. The only reason why I care about that stuff is so that way I can make this into an even bigger, broader aspect, and even bigger, broader audience. So that way I'm not just touching one person, but I'm touching the whole world with the opportunity that God has given me. I want my voice to be able to touch the hearts of literally everybody, every continent, every country, every state, every single person on this earth. I long and dream for the opportunity to be able to change every single person's heart. And that is a big dream, but I don't care how big it is. The bigger the dream, the bigger the heart. And the bigger the heart, the bigger the commitment. So I'm in this to the day I die. I want to see this through. And so this dream that I have isn't about chasing a dollar. It is about chasing the passion. And once you're able to find that and obtain that in your own personal life, you don't care about what other people think. You don't care about what other people have to say. You don't care about what other people's negativity has to be on you. You don't care about the weight of the world on your back. The only thing you care about is letting go and letting God, and pursuing the things that you care about, and pursuing the things that you love. And once you do that, that dream comes into reality. That dream turns into reality. That dream that you had, you're able to look at and wake up every single day and pursue that dream, and you're able to live in that dream someday. That is what pursuing the dream is all about. That is what chasing the dream is all about. And if you live in America, then we are supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. So be free and chase the dream that you want. Don't be limited to bills. Don't be limited to family. Don't be limited to somebody else's dream. Don't be limited to somebody else's status or somebody else's relationship over your life. Your life is yours. Your life is worth living, and your life is worth seeking the things that you want. And so when I think of dreaming is something that we only obtain when we're falling asleep. I want you to be able to, and I'm manifesting this right now, I want you to be able to not only fall asleep and dream, I want you to be able to wake up in your dream. I want you to be able to wake up into the things that you want in life. I want you to wake up into the things that you've always longed for. I want you to wake up knowing that you're the person that you needed when you were a kid. I want you to wake up knowing that the things that you're walking in right now is destined for greatness. I want you to walk into the things that you have right now and knowing that every single step is another step closer to what you wanted all along. That concludes episode 15 of the Yon Show. I love you all so much. Yon Dons. All right. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications so you know every single time I post. I love you so much. And be sure to let everybody know what we're doing here at the Yon Show. Peace.